All right, Laura, so what advice can you share of women who are planning that next chapter in their life? So they might be, especially this last year and a half, right? We know that everyone had to kind of pivot and make changes. But the women that are really at that place where they're empty nesters, maybe I don't like that term, but that's the term that we use. I'm actually on that path myself. Maybe we have women out there that are just leaving the workforce, but also maybe there's entrepreneurs out there. So any words of advice that we can kind of share with them, especially the 40 and over that are probably going to face some different obstacles than maybe the younger generation coming up?
Sure. I mean, I think the most important thing to remember, and I consider this reinvention, because gone are the times of, just this very clear linear ascension as to what you do next, right? So that's why I don't even look at people's resumes, because it really tells me nothing about what you're going to do next. It tells me what you did in the past, and I don't want you to rely on that. When we're talking about reinvention, it's really about getting truer to yourself. And your resume is not going to show you how to get truer to yourself. I like to use Madonna, believe it or not, as an example. I mean, whether you like her music or her style or not, you have to respect that this woman has as long as a career as I do, 27 years. And she's gone from, that iteration of her youth to now. And all those reinventions, I always saw it as getting truer and truer to who she was. There's who she thought she had to be to become who she was, and then there's who she kept becoming. And I think it's the same for anyone who's reaching a certain level of maturity. A lot of your early decisions are based on who you think you should be or who you are expected to be. So when you're going for that next step, don't let your resume be the source of guidance, because that's about the person you tried to be. Let's be the person you are and get more in touch with that. And that when you know who you are and what you want, getting the next step is not that hard.
Mm-hmm.